Viridescent was a hunter who lived during the Cataclysm 500 years ago. While at first she hunted solely for survival, this disaster caused her to hunt out of revenge. In this video, I'll go over the lore presented about her in the Viridescent Venerer artifact set. Also, if you like this video, consider subscribing. It helps me out a lot and I'd really appreciate it. Anyways, let's move right on and get into the video. A white wildflower that used to cover the earth. It is not withered one bit, and still gives off an exquisite fragrance. In the days when wildlife still roamed the earth and monsters had not yet appeared, the Viridescent Venerer would use this flower to conceal her human scent. Thus, it was said that to seek the silent and gentle Viridescent Venerer, one simply needed to close one's eyes and walk barefoot through the forest, following the subtle fragrance of wildflowers. Only those who could tread as softly as a hunter could avoid making the leaves crackle underfoot, alerting the Queen of Hunters to their presence. It was also said that the one who eventually found the hunter was a boy. At the time, disaster had just befallen the ancient kingdom, and misery was spreading across the land. A glossy and shining feather of a falcon. It once served as a fine fletching on one of the Viridescent Venerer's arrows. In the past, when the Viridescent Venerer's arrows hit its target, she would come down and stroke the fur of her prey gently until its life force returned to nature in peace. For she knew that one day, she too would embark on a journey to the place where the souls of her prey rested. The Viridescent Venerer believed that at the end of her life, she would wake up from reality and be reunited with the departed at an endless hunting ground. But she also believed that the moment her arrow pierced through the monster that had killed the boy, that endless hunting ground at the end of her life was gone from her grasp. For she killed that mutated monster not for the sake of survival, but out of vengeance and suffering. A delicate device used for wayfinding. Legend has it that when the Viridescent Venerer walked barefoot on the fields, the grass beneath her feet would tell her what the birds in the trees could see, and the mud she trod on would tell her what the roots in the earth could hear. But it is said that ever since disaster struck, the grass and trees never spoke again, for the god of the woods had died in the disaster. Since then, she relied on this device for direction when hunting. At the request of a boy she encountered, she ceased hunting birds and beasts. Instead, she made the monsters that brought destruction and suffering her prey. A very robust and leak-proof vessel. A legendary hunter known as the Viridescent Venerer once used it to collect whispers by a campfire. One night, the Viridescent Venerer picked up the scent of other human beings. As a hunter, she feared neither wolf packs nor monsters. What she feared far more than this was joining the chatter by the campfire, for she had long forgotten how to speak human language. Even after rejoining the humans and accepting her place as Viridescent Venerer, no one ever heard her say a single word. Similarly, no one ever saw her leave a single trace behind. The Viridescent Venerer collected the laughter she heard that night and stored it in her vessel. For many years, she would listen back to the voices in the vessel whenever she felt lonely. A hunter's hat without any bloodstains. In folklore, it belonged to the uncrowned queen of hunters, the Viridescent Venerer. Never become the foe of the earth and the forest. This was the hunter's rule. Instead, a hunter should become a silent part of nature. It is said that a bird once built a nest in this hat. None could ever bestow a crown upon the Queen of Hunters, since the only one superior to her was nature itself. In the crisis that soon followed, her hunter's hat had become a frightful sight for monsters to behold. And that's all for the Viridescent Venerer artifact set. This set gives us more of a look into how the Cataclysm affected people. It shows that anyone could be changed by these events, and it makes me want to know more about what happened to Viridescent after the Cataclysm. I'd love to hear your thoughts down below about her too. Also, please give suggestions about what artifact set or weapon series you want me to cover. I do want to go over them all eventually. Anyways, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you all in the next video.